I want you to know I wrote this stuff down so I wouldn't be injecting explicatives all the way through it. Let's get to work. Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Dobzinski Jr. I work as a programmer analyst for CSU Channel Islands, supporting the Campus Solutions Enterprise System, aka PeopleSoft, so it's my fault, which stores virtually all the data used on campus to make the university run smoothly and efficiently. I'm also Vice President for Member Engagement for the California State University Employees Union, representing healthcare workers, custodians, groundskeepers, administrative support, and technical support, including the 9 individuals laid off last Friday. I had originally planned a speech about defending higher education as a value and the importance of everyone on campus working together to find innovative ways to protect student access to classes, to protect instructional programs, and most importantly to me, to protect staff positions as the backbone of the university. It was going to be filled with potential threats about the consequences of the current budget climate, with warnings about the use of a temporary fiscal crisis to enact permanent changes, and about the good relationship we have as CSU Chapter 324 with our management. So much for that. As stated earlier, last Friday, all 9 lab technicians were given layoff notices. It is important the public understands how this happened. Our chapter president, Jennifer Schweisinger, was hunted down around 3 p.m. last Friday and told to attend an emergency meeting on campus with no agenda and no prep work. Upon arriving, she was told to sit at a table, and the 9 technicians were brought in to have their layoff notices handed to them. She was there as their union representative, although she had no idea this would be the case or was offered time to prepare to answer layoff questions. It should have been noted these notices were delivered the day after our all-union lunch on campus. It appears that CSU Channel Islands no longer needs lab technicians for their classrooms if the reason cited is lack of work. Or perhaps CSU Channel Islands believes it should cut all lab classes if the reason cited is lack of funds. Of course, if you read deeper into the layoff notices, you'll see that it's not really a layoff, or as the press release and message from Dr. Rush has stated, an eliminated position. And you all know what elimination is a euphemism for. If you read deeper, you will see that they are graciously being offered to recompete for 11-month positions, which may or may not be at their current salary rates. Not only is this extortion on the highest level to accept a permanent 8.38% pay cut for a temporary fiscal crisis, it is also CSU Channel Islands beginning to bargain directly with the employees, directly bypassing this California State University Employees Union as the legally defined sole negotiator for employees in these units. This tactic was tried last year at Humboldt State University, and we will fight here just as hard as we fought there. It is important for the public and for the students, faculty, and staff on campus to understand that we are doing so not to be obstinate or unreasonable, but that we have a legal duty to represent these employees during layoff bargaining and to protect our collective bargaining rights as a whole. We also understand, being union members, that an injury to one is an injury to all. We need look no further than these 9 individuals who are being extorted for a month's pay to see the real ramifications of defunding higher education. We have no idea if this will be the end of the layoffs at CSU Channel Islands, given these eliminated positions were in response to the current $500 million cut to the CSU budget. What we do know, however, through Dr. Rush's own words to the Chamber of Commerce earlier this year and the press releases that have followed since the layoffs, that any further cuts to the campus would be done in a way that will not impact students or instructional programs. If you take students and faculty out of the equation, all that remains are staff and management. Management receives paragraph-long goodbyes from Dr. Rush, have enjoyed up to 5 weeks of vacation per year, and will receive some form of a severance package from the university. By contrast, our lab technicians were lumped into one paragraph, again with the magnanimous offer to stay employed by giving up a month's pay, and again directly bargaining with the employees and influencing the public, bypassing the California State University Employees Union as the legally defined sole negotiator for our employees. Working together does not mean taking whatever is offered and having management work in secret to make these decisions without advance notice to the union. As far as we can tell, they thought they had their bases covered by reading over the contract instead of working with us in our extensive understanding of the precedent of the contract, what has and has not worked at other campuses, and to help them avoid some of the pitfalls along the way. They did not take into account the state and federal labor laws, which expressly forbid this extortion tactic. They have also started to outright deny our ability to use our negotiated release time on campus to participate in union activities, and have come to some of our executive board and activists to warn them that management doesn't have to approve this release time. We received pushback when trying to schedule rooms and post signage on campus. At this point, after being blindsided with member extortion, after the chilling atmosphere against union activity because we're doing more than holding an annual holiday gala, and with the direction aimed at pitting our brothers and sisters in the faculty union against our sisters and brothers in the staff unions, I don't see much of a future of working together. Management made their choices in their vacuum, and now they will be making ours in the public. Our next step as the California State University Employees Union, the legally defined sole negotiator for our employees, is to schedule a meet and confer with CSU Channel Islands to bargain over the impact of the layoffs. We will fight for their rights and to prevent this extortion from taking place. We will be here taking actions, bringing the media, and making this campus understand that our employees are more than just line items in a budget, are more than percentage calculations in a workflow diagram, are more than interchangeable parts in some educational machine. Our employees have dignity and deserve respect to the same extent that this campus gives dignity and respect to the students who attend and the faculty who teach. Now is the time to get involved with our campus unions, whether you're a member or fee payer, whether you're a student or a member of the public. Because once this slippery slope begins, we will see one attempt at extortion after another and attempts to silence our voices. Most of all, we will fight these layoffs because we are one. Time to get to work. Which side are you on? Thanks.